But now, the health care of the entire country is at stake. I need some answers, and I need them now.
Well, I have an explanation. It is a bit of a long shot. Sammy has an identical twin. Born, part of a set of twins, gets separated at birth, and the other twin has come back to find Sammy.
That's not a bad idea, Melissa, but because they're identical twins, they would have the same DNA. You would think they'd have the same views on healthcare reform. I'm not sure that's it.
I have a more likely explanation. He may have a split personality disorder. It's very well documented in psychiatric literature that two totally different identities can exist within the same body. Somebody could be mild-mannered one day and the very next day a cold-blooded murderer. It's rare, but it can happen. It's well documented.
That's a good one, Ray. However, the split personality disorder, it's my impression that they usually have different people, different names even. In this case, both of them claim to be the one and only Sammy. I don't think that's right either.
Well, I have the best explanation of all.
Oh, let us know.
I often read the National Enquirer. Hey, knock it off. That's a good newspaper. Anyways, like I was saying, oftentimes a celebrity fan goes beyond just stalking. They actually assume the identity of the celebrity. They'll talk like them, act like them, and even go to personal appearances as if they were the celebrity themselves.
I like that theory, Rebecca, but if it's an obsessed fan, you would think he'd know enough about Sammy that he would know his views on healthcare reform. I'm afraid that one isn't right either.
Look, I think, the only reasonable explanation that covers all of this. Look, in this chat room I'm visiting, it's Metaphysics Over 50.
Wait. Chat room?
Chat room?
Metaphysics Over 50?
No, you should all visit this website because it explains a lot. It really does. In a parallel universe, there's two universes. There's really, the way to explain it is there's a bubble. In fact, it's a double bubble. And on one side of the bubble is our universe, what we know. But unbeknownst to us, on the other side of this bubble, on the other side of the membrane, is a parallel universe, another universe exactly like ours. And it's exactly like ours in that every single person has a double in that universe. In fact, a double that we could call a doppelganger. And this doppelganger is a mirror image of each of us. The only difference is that each of the doppelgangers is probably going to be the exact opposite of us. Let me explain. If you were, for example, a vegetarian, your doppelganger would probably be a big meat eater. And if you were very religious, your doppelganger would probably be an atheist.
I think Jim needs to go to his corner.
Jim's corner. Good one. Good one. I like that.
Hey, can I go on? Sometimes in this parallel universe, there'll be a hole open up, what we call a wormhole, between the two universes. And when that happens, sometimes a doppelganger can slip through into our universe. Well, this is an incredibly dangerous situation because the doppelganger has to assume the identity of the person who's his opposite. Okay? He knows that he can't exist in the same universe, in the same space-time continuum as his opposite. Right? You get it?
Let me see if I got this straight. You're saying there's another universe, a parallel universe, separated by a membrane. And in this parallel universe, we all have a body double called a doppelganger, who's just like us, only the opposite. And that sometimes a hole can appear between the two universes. The doppelganger can escape past that hole, come to this universe, and eventually take over the identity of its body double, because ultimately only one can exist.
Exactly. That's the first correct thing I've heard this whole meeting.
I have no idea what I'm talking about!
Ever since those USC sanctions a few months ago, Jim's just been a little lost.
Hey. This is not funny. Listen to me. Sammy stands for truth. Our company has been built on what Sammy stands for. And now we're in trouble. The entire healthcare of the country depends on Sammy right now. We need to get some action done and need it done right now. So, Rebecca and Melissa, hire a private detective. Have him follow Sammy around. If you can catch both Sammys, do some DNA testing, see if it's identical twin, maybe interview to see if it's one of these imposter guys. That's a thought. Ray, could you have Dr. Rogers see Sammy and do an analysis, our psychologist? She can do some tests to see if maybe he does have double personality disorder and maybe cure him. That'd be great. Meanwhile, I have patients to see in a few minutes, so I better get going.
Well, what can I do? I am sure that Sammy's a doppelganger.
Yeah, Jim, about that doppelganger thing, you may not want to bring up this parallel universe thing in public. It's frankly a little embarrassing.
Embarrassing? Like it's not embarrassing that, we've got some imposter running around? That's ridiculous.
I got an idea. Take 2 weeks off. Better, take a month off. Go look for the parallel universe. When you find it, then look for the hole. When you find the hole, take the doppelganger Sammy, push him through to the other side, and then sew up the hole. Fixed it right there.
That's a great idea. No, really. I'll find the Sammy. I'll get to the wormhole. I'll push him through. All I got to do is find the right wing Sammy and push him through the wormhole. That's it.
No. The left wing Sammy
No,
goes
no,
through the wormhole.
no. We're pushing the
the
right wing
left
Sammy's going
pushed
through.
through the hole.
I'm putting the right wing
No,
Sammy.
the
Stop!
We'll worry about which Sammy when you find the wormhole.
Right wing Sammy. Right.
We all have our jobs to do. Now let's do them. I have patients to go see.
Oh, hey, Dr. D. How's it going?
Not so good, Chad.
Well, what do you mean not so good? You're supposed to say fantastic.
Why can I not say fantastic? Well, my mascot has a split personality. My concierge is a second coming of Mick Jagger. My CFO now tells me there's a parallel universe where we all have an opposite doppelganger. We're in a bitter rivalry with our big competitor, Kaiser. Add to that the fact that healthcare of the entire country is riding on us solving the Sammy mystery, and you want to know why I'm not saying fantastic.
Maybe it was a bad time to bring this up.
You know who I'm really worried about is Jim. He's our CFO. We have to trust his numbers. And here he is talking about a parallel universe with doppelgangers. I don't know what to do.
Well, maybe he needs electric shock therapy.
Why? What would that do?
I had a cousin a couple years ago who thought Orange County was Metropolis, and he was Superman.
What'd you guys do?
Well, we ended up taking him to a psychiatrist and did some electric shock therapy, and now he's completely cured.
Oh, I bet your family's really happy about that.
No, not really, because now we have to deal with all the long lines at the airport.
Why?
Well, because they
fly him around everywhere.
Exactly.
He sounds very generous.
And the best thing is, he didn't even charge for the first bag.
That's actually a good idea, Chad. Not the shock therapy part, but the psychiatrist. We can get Jim to see a psychiatrist. I bet some Lexapro, he'll be fine. Better yet, a psych hospital. A couple weeks in a psych hospital, they'll probably cure whatever's going on with him. And you know what I was thinking? You know what I think's really going with Sammy? Ray Weaver was right. He probably has a split personality. It fits. We'll get Sammy to see Dr. Rogers. She'll cure him. Jim will get out of the psych hospital and be good as new, and I'll never have to hear the word doppelganger again. Now I feel good. Matter of fact, I feel fantastic.
That's what I want to hear.
I am really glad I ran into you today, Chad. I got to go see a patient. I'm running late, but this has been my lucky day.
Hey, it is your lucky day. In fact, I hear the elevator dinging. If you run, maybe you can catch it in time.
Thanks, Chad. See ya. Hey, hold the elevator. Thanks. No problem.